Find the last digit of something like this, 38 raised to the power 175. Concept is that step 1, consider only the last digit of the base. So if 38 is here, you would by now understand that this 3 is not going to play any role. It's only 8 that decides what is going to be on the units place. So consider the last digit, say b. Step 2 is to find the remainder when the power is divided by 4. Let's call this r. Always 4. So if the power is 175, we divide 175 by 4 and find the remainder. Step 3 is to simply take b raised to the power r. Okay, b raised to the power r. These are the 3 steps. Tip: to find the remainder of a number when it is divided by 4, simply divide the last 2 digits by 4. So let's apply this concept on this question here. 38 raised to the power 175. Step 1 is that base is 8. Step 2 is to find the remainder of the power with 4. So remainder of 175 with 4, which is going to be the same as the remainder of 75 with 4. Because 75 is the last 2 digits, the remainder is 3 here. Step 3 is quite simply 8 raised to the power 3, which is 512. And therefore the last digit is 2. The answer is going to be 2 here. Let's take another example. 537 raised to the power 3,958. Pause the video, solve it yourself. Step 1. The base is 7, the last digit here. Step 2. Divide the power with 4, 3958 with 4 to get the remainder, or simply divide the last 2 digits, 58 with 4, to get the remainder, which is 2 here. Step 3 is easy. Simply 7 raised to the power 2, which is 49, and therefore the answer is 9. An exception to this is, whenever the remainder is 0, take the remainder as 4. For example, 32 raised to the power 1240. So see, if we had taken the remainder of 40 with 4, that turns out to be 0. And 2 to the power 0 would be 1. Now 32 is an even number. Even raised to the power of any positive integer. The value would always be even. So the last digit can never be 1 here. As suggested, in all these cases, whenever you get the remainder as 0, don't take it as 0. Take it as 4. So step 1, the base is 2. Step 2 is we divide the power with 4, 1240 with 4, or simply the last 2 digits, 40, with 4. Either way, we get 0 as the remainder. And whenever we get 0, we have to take 4. So we don't take 2 to the power of 0, we take 2 to the power of 4, which is 16. The last digit is 6, and therefore the answer is 6 here. One more example. 518 raised to the power of 780. Step 1. Base is 8. Step 2. Find the remainder of the power with 4. 780 with 4, or simply 80 with 4. We get remainder 0. So we don't take 0, we take 4. And therefore the answer is going to be 8 to the power of 4. You don't have to find the entire value of 8 to the power of 4. You can simply do an 8 to the power of 2 times 8 to the power of 2 equals 64 times 64. The answer turns out to be 6. One set of practice questions. Please pause the video and try solving these yourself. Practically, this turns out to be 8 to the power of 3, which is 2. So the answer is 2 here. Practically, this turns out to be 3 to the power of 3. So the answer is 7 here. This turns out to be 6 to the power of 2 plus 4 to the power of 4. 6 to the power of 2 would lead to a units place of 6. Plus 4 to the power of 4 would lead to a units place of 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, and therefore the answer is 2. 9 to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 4, which leads to 9 minus 6. The answer is 3. A final question now. Look at this one. What do we get? Practically, 7 to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 4. This turns out to be 3. 7 to the power of 3 is 343. So 3 minus 2 to the power of 4 is 16. So 6. 3 minus 6 turns out to be negative 3. What do we do now? Do we just remove the negative sign? That won't be correct. Imagine the last digit here is 3. The last digit here is 6, and you are subtracting. What do we do? In such cases, you always borrow from the penultimate digit, and this 3 becomes 13. It's 13 minus 6, which is 7. So whenever you get something negative, always add 10 to it. The answer is not 3. The answer is negative 3 plus 10, which is 7. That's the right answer. This was the concept, friends. GMAT shots are deliberately kept brief. For an elaborate explanation, please watch the Stage 1 conceptual videos in our program. Thanks for watching.